here's Brody Brazil.
Jimmy wants to know, what are your thoughts on the new digital advertisement boards in the NHL? Well, I have to say, so far, I've only seen them, used in a couple games because they've only played a couple games, but they actually work quite well. And when I say work quite well, sometimes when you try and implement this new technology, and I did see a little glitch the other day in one of the games, like it's going to happen. It's not perfect, but if you knew the technology, I don't want to say the science, but really the technology behind what's going on here, you'd be amazed how they graphically come up with the advertisements, integrating them into the video signal, but then also there's a little device on the camera. So when the camera moves ever so slightly up or down or left or right, the graphic kind of moves with it, if that makes sense. And also how, normally when you key something in, you need to have that background be a solid color, like green. You know how they say green screen? It's because it is 100% green. So basically then you're telling your switcher, like this little device, anything that is all pure green, you key out and you put something else there. Well, you can't do that to hockey boards, right? So you have to leave them as they are with the advertisements that are on them. So you have to be able to superimpose over kind of a dirty surface, if you will. I mean, not actually dirty, but I mean like one that's not pristine in its presentation. So to do it is hard. To do it that smooth is hard. To have it not be a distraction is difficult. And I also have to say, it does remind me of soccer a little bit in the sense that the advertisements are all one unified message at once, right? And then they change. They alternate. They move. There is some motion with them. And I'm not really distracted by it. I think I'm actually less distracted by one constant message, even if it changes every 30 seconds like it does. I think that, in a way, is more effective and less distracting than what we've seen, throughout recent decades, where it's a bunch of different advertisements, and sometimes they change. Some of them are electronic, others are not. Yeah, it's almost soothing in a way. And I go back to the times of, if you watch a hockey game, an old one where there's no advertisements on the boards, or even like the Olympics, it looks and feels weird, right? Because you got used to the yellow pages look. And so I know that some people out there are getting used to, the way it looks right now with, with just the motion graphics and the one logo or the one sponsor. And yeah, it might take some time. It may not inherently right now feel normal to you, but I have to say, and I have I don't even know who produces them or who benefits from them. I honestly don't know. Somebody does along the way. I'm just saying from a viewing standpoint, a viewer standpoint of them, I actually think they look pretty clean. They come across pretty well. And again, going back to everything that ever gets implemented, it doesn't always work as smoothly as this has gone. So I have to say, yeah, it's not even that I don't mind it, right? That would sound like, well, I'll put up with it. No, it's actually like, I like this better. Yeah. I'd be curious to know everybody else's thoughts on that.